Good morning, everybody. Rex, guess whose birthday it is today?
I don't know.
Lindsay Contois.
Oh, happy birthday, Lindsay. Lindsay does a shit ton for the community up in
Understatement.
Williamstown. She's a huge, huge part of the community.
You know, she was just on the air with me the other day talking about the Autumn Festival they're doing.
Oh,
in
yeah.
I got to put on my optical expressions glasses this morning because I need to see.
Every time you're embarrassing me, man, because I need new glasses and I need to get over there. But you know how my days are. You get it.
You know, you can book an eye exam. It's so easy. You either get on oeberlin.com or you just call them 223-2090. Set up an exam today. And, you know, you should do it because the kids are getting back to school now, so they're doing a lot of eye exams, you know.
Right.
Make sure the kids can see in school. So happy birthday to Lindsay. And,
happy birthday, Lindsay.
And let's say in advance of things, congratulations, Lindsay, on your birthday present of the little German Shepherd puppy that Cy hasn't yet purchased.
What?
She wants a German Shepherd in the worst way.
Oh, my daughter's got one. She just got one because her Pomsky.
I know.
She needs. Oh my God, Halo is an absolute animal. She just wants to fight with Atlas. She wants to tear things up, but I love her.
Yeah. Shelby Picard on the list today.
Oh, wait, is it Picard or is it like Captain Picard from
could
Star
be.
Trek Enterprise? They could be related.
Is it Picard or Picard?
Picard. It's
Sorry.
a French thing.
I'm sorry, Shelby.
Star Trek. Captain Picard.
Dakota Fox.
Dakota Fox. Why do I know that name? Huh. Whatever.
Female, not a guy. Adam Dolan. Lynn Burgess.
I served with a guy named Adam Dolan down in Central America. He was a big old boy. Tried out for the Gladiators. He was Special Forces. Big dude.
Lynn Burgess. Rob Taylor. Let's see. Today's the 29th of August, Rex. Oh, my God.
Bro.
Lisa Laird. L-A-I-R-D. Laird.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Laird. You are literally, I'm just going to say it like it is, chugging your coffee.
Yeah, because you know what today is.
I do know what today is. Today is the 29th of August, which is your
27th wedding anniversary. 27 years with my wife. She reminded me on the way out the door this morning. And all that, I just did a post on my way in here to all them suck because you would not believe, me and my wife are total opposites.
Wait, how many years?
27. We've been together for 29.
God bless Brenda.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jeez.
So that's, you guys don't understand this, but Stockholm Syndrome is a real thing.
Talk to me.
They,
Has she felt,
me and my wife are total opposites. Me, I grew up really poor. I was, not a nice person. I may have stepped beyond the lines of the law a few times, done stuff like that. And she's a total opposite. She's like a saint. She really is. And all of her friends, they were like, "You're never going to last." And here we are, 27 years later. We're still lasting. So we're going to go over tomorrow. As everybody knows, Sean Stootman's flying in today. He's flying. Lucas is going to go pick him up. Lucas is going to have him at the gym. Him and Lucas are doing some private stuff there.
Tomorrow?
No, today. He's flying in today.
Whoa.
And then tomorrow he's doing a seminar. I'm going to do my live with Dante. We're going to go in and take care of Dante, and then I'm going to go to the seminar after that. And then he's going to give me my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Dude. Congratulate. Holy shit.
Thanks, man. It's been a decade. I have a black belt in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. I have a brown belt in Judo. I've trained Taekwondo, Aikido, Loco Aikido Kai. I've done wrestling, boxing. But this is, I've sat my ass. There goes Brandon. He's on a mission.
Oh, yeah.
I've sat. What this belt does is it's not a. this belt doesn't mean that I can beat up anybody in the world. A lot of people are under that misconception that a belt, you know, will determine what a badass you are, whether you're not. What this belt shows people is my own dedication to an art. You know, I sat for, I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in around 2005.
Okay.
And Professor Sherman, who's a second-degree black belt, we were both white belts together. So 20 years ago, I actually started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I think I'm one of the only people that ever quit Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to go to Taekwondo.
Damn fella.
So then I did that for like the next 7-8 years, and then ended up finding my way back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. You know, I started out with grappling because that's what I did. My father taught judo, so I did judo under him. I wrestled. I did all that, and then, you know, I really wanted to learn how to kick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was, you know, the cool stuff, the flashy stuff. But then I ended up just gravitating back to my natural sport, which is grappling. Hang on.
You're not. Okay.
No, I'm just shutting that down. So this has kind of been my life.
Damn.
And so Lucas and Sean, they're going to present me with my black belt. I'll be in it. I was a provisional brown belt for 2 years. That came off. I'm no longer provisional. So I will be a IBJJF.
Wow, man.
Black belt.
What time is this award?
11th. They're doing the seminar from 11:30 to 1. I don't know when. I know Will White, one of my assistant instructors, he's getting his brown belt. Okay. Ben Preedy, he's getting his brown belt. There'll be a lot of promotions going on there.
But if I want to be there for your black belt, what time? Do we have any idea what time that? Oh, shit.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. I asked Lucas Wednesday, and he doesn't know. So I know it starts at 11:30, and goes till 1:30, and I don't know when they're doing the belting. Obviously, with my arm, I tried rolling the other day, and I'm such a dumbass.
Let's do this morning before we go an inch further. Let's do some weather. Because
always shit that lands on my anniversary.
Yeah.
Every single time. My wife let me go to the Kumite and compete at the Kumite on one of my anniversaries.
If you need to, I mean, I appreciate being here, buddy, but if you need to get out of here and go home and be with your wife because it's your anniversary, I get it. I do.
We're going to work after this.
All right. We're at 54 degrees right now. Rain is coming down. So much needed rain. My lawn has never been tanner. So we have rain throughout the whole day today.
Is empty.
64 degrees for a daytime high. Again, we're at 54 now, so we're only going to go up about 10. Tonight, partly cloudy, slight chance of a rain shower down near 46. And then tomorrow on Saturday, overcast, slight chance of a rain shower, 63 if you have plans. Sunday, like I said yesterday, the better of the two. Final day of the month on Sunday, the 31st. Partly cloudy skies and around 72 degrees. So Sunday's going to be pretty nice. Labor Day weekend right here in front of us. I want to start out this morning, Rex, before we have a lot to talk about. Before we even get going.
Yep.
Please, this weekend, Labor Day weekend, I know you're going to be out barbecuing. You're going to have some fun. You're going to have a couple of drinks. Please don't get behind the wheel of anything. You know,
no, I've made that mistake, man, and it is not fucking worth it.
No.
I am so at the point now, and I never thought I'd get to be that point, but
please don't
I was
drink.
Bad. I was really bad. Like I was like, I could convince. I would tell myself like, no, I'm just gonna have a few. It'll be fine. And then as soon as you start drinking, you lose inhibitions. You're like, I'm fucking Dale Earnhardt. I'm gonna get back in behind that wheel. And I'm telling you right now from experience, my wife made me keep a picture of her brand new Audi Quattro that I sent through a telephone pole at over 100 miles an hour. She made me keep that as a screensaver for years on her computer as a reminder. Yeah, don't be a dumbass like me. Learn from my lessons. Don't make your own. It's so, and the worst part, it's so many thousands of dollars fighting it, whether you fight it or not. It's just a mess. Look at that poor guy, Kevin Bell, what he has to do.
Yeah.
It's costing him $2,000 just to start, and he didn't even blow the legal limit. It was bullshit.
I know. I've done plenty of dumbass things in my life, but that's one thing that I've never done is drinking and
dude,
driving,
and I
man.
make such an ass out of myself when I'm drunk.
Well, you don't have to be drunk to make
no,
an
but
ass out of
it
yourself.
intensifies. So so it makes it twice as bad.
The World,
Yeah, good people.
they posted this last night, or yesterday, I should say. Drinking and driving can change your life in just one shot. And even though I don't drink and drive, I just took the time to read this last night. A drunk driver kills somebody approximately every 48 minutes.
Worldwide, or United States.
United States. Yep. Think about that. Even at a blood alcohol concentration, BAC, of...
You know what we should do? We should call the National Guard in for the weekend.
Of 0.2%.
They'll take care of it.
Which is as little as one drink. Think about that. 0.2%. One drink can impair your ability to multitask, as if you're not already distracted enough with your goddamn cell phone.
I can't wait for all them automated Tesla cars.
Oh,
those are going to be so much fun. There'll be little party buses.
But and as this says in the World, I'm just reading this because it's these words. I'm like, thank you to Gary and
Dude,
Deb.
Kevin Bell, his whole life in the instant from leaving his work last week, getting on the interstate, trying to hop on the interstate and having a homeless guy jump out in front of his car.
Yeah.
He has a little kid.
He had one drink, right?
He had one drink. He blew a .06, and because he had just had the drink, then they brought him to the station. They arrested him anyway. Brought him to the station. He blew a .05 by the time, and they still charged him. So it cost him $2,500 up front. He just had a baby.
There's so many things I want to talk about this morning, but listen, if we can just make a difference in someone's life here and make them think twice, that's all that matters to me.
Just think. So that's like a huge thing that I've started doing, because I saw an interview about, and it was a bunch of prisoners and stuff like that, and what happened was the interviewer asked them, they said, by the time you decided to commit murder and the time that you actually committed murder, how much time was in between? And they're like, 30 seconds. I thought about it. I did it. So they were like, if I had just sat down for like 5 minutes and thought about it and just actually thought about it before doing it, I probably wouldn't be sitting in a prison cell.
Interesting.
So I've taken that to heart. I really have. Before I say something, I'm trying to not just emotionally respond to stuff.
Yeah.
Think about what I'm going to say before I say it.
Don't risk your life or the life of someone else. And if you plan on drinking, plan ahead. Choose a designated driver. Call a taxi. Walk home. Whatever you need to do. And I want to read this in the World here.
And if you're not, just make sure that you keep, I don't know, like $5,000-$6,000 cash on you to start with your lawyer to get your bail out. That's just your minimum. And hopefully the case, you didn't hit anybody. You didn't do anything. So just
first time
make
offense.
Sure.
First time offense.
Yeah. Just make sure you have a bunch of cash to blow.
Drug-impaired driving is a problem on America's highways. Like drunk driving, drugged driving is impaired driving, which means it's dangerous and illegal in every state, whether the drug is legally possessed or illegal. Driving while drug impaired poses a threat to the driver, passengers, and other road users. regardless of Vermont law concerning possession and personal use of small amounts of marijuana, marijuana may impair your ability to drive safely. If you're impaired even the slightest degree, take your car key and pass it on. Thank you, the world, for posting this.
Right.
Saw that last night, and I'm like, I'm reading that on the air. It's got to happen. Thank you for bringing in your pineapple this morning, which I'm noticing right now. You've got it. It's upside down. It's
We've been
upside
doing
down.
that everywhere we go. We see pineapple ever since we learned.
The fact that you and I carried that pineapple down North Main Street the other day, upside down, and walked hand in hand.
And only the
was
homeless people.
Amazing.
Only the homeless people approached us.
Why don't you tell everyone the story of this pineapple?
What? I don't know
That
what
I showed up at your barbecue.
you did. So, okay.
By the way, I told G all about that
So
yesterday.
The funny thing, we just found out we were doing research. We'll call it research. We had JD come up, and so JD shows up with a fucking pineapple. I was like, what are you doing? We just got done talking about it. We actually went to the lemonade stand. Remember when we were on Aired Out?
Yes.
We kept taking the pineapple and putting it upside down. And the guy behind the booth knew exactly what we were doing. I was like, Okay, so for those of you that don't know, the pineapple represents the swinger community. Okay. So when you go on cruises, stuff like that, you'll notice little magnets on doors, and they'll have upside down pineapples.
Yes.
This represents they are swingers,
Okay.
is what it is.
We went
if
on it.
you bring a pineapple to a party, this is you asking the other couple to sleep with them. So don't bring a fucking pineapple to a barbecue thinking you're being sweet.
Were there people at your barbecue?
There was plenty of people at my barbecue.
Were there people at your barbecue that swing the bat on both sides of the plate?
No. Yeah, you're right. You were there.
No, I mean, I don't want to mention any names,
We're not going to.
Kenny.
It's a private party.
But, yeah.
And that's a private thing. I don't get into people's fucking...
Yeah,
everybody's a freak. Whatever, man. Whatever
Sure.
they do, they do. I don't care.
Crystal is saying, so you two are swingers? That's the comment. That we
Not
just
together. No. We've been picking on this pineapple thing for a couple months now.
got. Yeah.
So, like the Carnival cruises, we found out that they put the stickers, the pineapple stickers on their
Yes.
doors or magnets.
Yes.
That's what they're
So
doing.
can I tell you something?
Yeah.
The first cruise that Sherilyn and Lily and I ever went on. You know me, bro. You know I'm kind of a naive motherfucker.
yeah.
I'm really naive in certain categories.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And we're walking down the hallways on this cruise ship, which, are like 10 miles long. And I'm looking around. I'm noticing all of these upside down pineapples on the doors. Again, I'm admitting here. I'm being transparent. Okay.
Right.
I didn't know about this. I don't know. I don't know about this
I
stuff.
just recently found out about, because I was seeing it on my TikTok and shit. I would see the little pineapple T-shirts for sale, or the button-up shirts and all that shit.
Yeah. But I didn't.
And there's a couple
I
Instagram
didn't-
girls now that they actually do the whole. They're content creators, and it's all about the swinger life. They're all over Instagram now. It's like, I guess it's like an open thing now.
So,
I thought that was like a 60s and 70s hippies thing. I didn't know that it's still.
well, I see all the pineapples. I'm like, all right, the pineapples and Caribbean and pineapple juice and all this stuff. There's a lot of pineapples. And I noticed, I didn't say anything, but I just kind of noticed they're all upside down. So Lily says to me, Dad, after like a day on this cruise ship, she's like, Dad, why are all the pineapples upside down? Me, dumbass, says, I don't know. Let's find out.
Oh no, with your daughter.
I don't know, Rex.
My kids are the ones that let me in, but my kids are 26 years old these days.
Lily's 10.
I know.
So
did you ever knock on a door and ask somebody?
So we're in the pool. We're in the pool like the next day, and there's the lifeguard there. And we're like, hey, I got a question for you.
Oh, no.
Top of my lungs. Why are all the pineapples upside down? And this lifeguard just looked at me like,
I'm not doing it. You're not dragging me into this.
You're not getting me involved. You have a little girl with you. Why don't you just shut the hell up, you old man?
Epstein.
Yeah, right.
Shut up, Epstein.
But here I am. I'm like, what? What's the big... Why is that a problem? And Sherilyn glares at me. Of course, Sherilyn, she knows.
Yeah.
She's like, shut up. I'm like, what? I'm just asking about the pineapples. Don't you know what that means? Happy anniversary to you and
Thanks,
Brenda
man.
today, man. That's cool.
Thank you.
It's amazing. 27 years.
27 years.
There is what's going on with these firefighters? Please tell me.
Bro, did you see that? I used to live
story.
out in Washington State, man. I've been on them fires. We fought the Midwest fires back in 1995.
What's this all about?
94, 95. We were fighting the fires out there. So there's always been policy with like because we use immigrants. Mexico sent people up to help us during our natural disaster. So anytime there's a natural disaster, they don't ever do immigration. So they went right in the middle of a forest fire out in remote Washington State, gathered up all of the people, demanded ID, and started arresting people. They held them up, made them stop fighting the fire for like 3 hours. So I guess a lot of people don't realize we have a Fourth Amendment. Man? Like, we're not supposed to. 1938 Germany, they stopped you and asked you for your fucking papers. Why are they doing this in the United States? How come this is not a right or left thing? This is your Fourth Amendment. These are your constitutional rights as these fucks trample all over you.
Wait a minute. What state was this again?
Washington State, Puyallup.
Okay. I mean, I saw this buzzing yesterday, and I
people cheering as federal troops walk down the streets. Dude, there's so much misinformation out there. People still believe Nancy Pelosi was in charge of the National Guard on January 6th. Well, Trump tried to get him there. Nancy Pelosi overruled him. You're fucking kidding me. Like Nancy Pelosi ever had any more power than the goddamn president. What a joke.
You sounded like Ronald Reagan.
Oh, my God. Like, it's pathetic. And I don't even want to argue with them. Like, if you don't understand basic civics and the separation of powers and the jobs that each politician has and why legislatures can't call up the fucking military and why they sat for 7 hours and Trump did nothing because nobody could call up the National Guard but the president. Huh. And then he puts the troops out. So if Nancy Pelosi has that much power, use that logic. Why doesn't Nancy Pelosi call the DC Guard back then if she has all that power to overrule the president? It's just silly the mental gymnastics they have to do to defend these actions and shit. It's bullshit.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate your eyes and your ears, and thanks to our presenting sponsors. I want to before we. I know we're already kind of getting into it. JC Soft Wash is one of my presenting sponsors.
Yeah.
And Jared's a great guy, by the way.
I don't know them. My sponsor is Dave Sheridan from Vermont Clean and Green.
But I almost called JC Soft Wash yesterday as I was leaving the studio because I was headed over to City Hall Park to see what's going on with the Youth Triumphant statue.
Okay.
Because somebody had spilled or poured something that looked like excrement all down the whole front of the Youth Triumphant. Right from his...
Someone just being a...
dirt bag. So, and there were pictures all over social media of this. see if I can pull one up here. They're just everywhere. And I'm like, this
Man,
is...
the thing with granite is you have to clean it with acids. And
Yeah,
shit.
right,
It's
right.
not just a simple
I
wash to
know.
wash it off.
It absorbs.
It stains it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. Yep.
So, I'm like, I'm just trying to find it here.
Bro, you know what I saw? Like on my way down here,
Here it is.
even up in up in Graniteville, dude, I saw people like homeless people going into the woods and shit. I've seen people coming out of the woods this morning and going into the woods that don't look like they should be there.
Up by Roland's.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Directly across from Roland's.
Millstone Trails. I just watched a
Millstone.
really weird looking dude, and he definitely wasn't up there jogging. He was in jeans and a black. And I slowed right down, and he gave me the dirtiest look. I was
Cow
like,
pasture. Cow pasture also. And Reservoir Road.
bro.
Did you know
people
that?
Ride
Did-
their
did you know that?
No, I didn't. People ride their bikes on those Millstone Trails and stuff. Please, ladies, if you're on those trails, make sure you have somebody with you. You're either trained, carry pepper spray. I don't recommend carrying a gun unless you're trained to shoot a person and you've been through some sort of combat shooting. I don't agree with just carrying a pew-pew.
Back to the Youth Triumphant. Look at your monitor.
Yeah, I just saw that. That's horrible. I hope they got it cleaned up. That's always been like a target. People have vandalized that.
So
throughout the years,
I'm leaving the building yesterday, and literally, I've got my finger on the phone to call Jared from JC Softwash,
Yep.
and say, dude, send me the bill. Go take care of this if you have time. I'll
But
pay.
that's why we pay taxes to the city. Though.
I understand, but I'm happy to pay for it to get it done fast, because there are so many people that are bitching and moaning and getting political on Facebook, and
It
I'm like,
turns political. Anything bad right now, if anything goes bad, it's Joe Biden's fault. Anything goes good, it's Trump's fault. I mean, it's silly. It's absolutely
I was
silly.
just like, dude, stop bitching and moaning, you fucking keyboard pirates, and do something about it. Go down there and clean it. And of course, I get down to the park, and it had already been cleaned.
Good.
So I don't know when someone cleaned it, but somebody did.
No,
but
that's
man,
perfect,
that was just getting me hot yesterday. It really was.
I see way too much negative stuff about Berry City. You would think
stop bitching
you
about
would
it.
think
Go
that Berry
make a
City you
phone
couldn't
call
walk down the. Me
and
and my wife
take
and
care of it.
daughter, we all walk down Main Street in fucking Berry. We need to start posting positive stories and not just all the negative shit. And I think that's the problem is everybody's stuck in a negative hole about Berry, about Burlington. There's never anything positive about it. And
You know what?
crazy.
You know what's positive, and it's something I need to tell you about, and something I'm going to be introducing to you, and something that you don't realize yet that you're going to be part of.
Did you know we can make this city like really, really good, a very positive place because we could manifest it? Why can't we all as a community just? I think they call it praying. That's a real thing, manifesting. If everybody had a positive outlook of Barry, things would change.
Let me tell you what is hugely positive right now in the Granite City.
What's that?
Josh Miller, guy that I met, and he started Vermont Fatherhood.
I don't know what that is.
I know you don't, and by God, you're going to, and I'm going to have you part of this. He and I got into the longest conversation the other day, and we got along right off. This dude is such a great guy, and he started this. Look at your monitor.
I see it.
He started this nonprofit right here on North Main Street.
Okay.
Where he's getting dads together, only dads. He's got this beautiful space. He's got even childcare. If you're a single dad, whatever, you need to bring your kid with you, no problem. They'll get together, they have food, they talk about real stuff, real challenges.
Nice.
About being a father.
And come up with solutions?
And come up with solutions. You bet your ass.
I don't want to just talk about the problems. I want to talk about the solutions.
I'm telling you, dads out there whoever you are, wherever you are, and regardless of your situation, whether you're going through a divorce, whether things are great, things are perfect. They're going, well, it's never perfect. Well, I'm saying get in touch with Josh over at Vermont Fatherhood.
I think that's great. I don't think there's a lot of resources for men, especially when it comes to single dads. And stuff.
I agree with you, and there is now.
That's great.
Because this is a big deal, man.
Absolutely.
Obviously, I'm going to have him on the air soon, and obviously,
Nice.
I'm going to be over there and broadcasting live, and obviously, I'm going to be one of the dads that's going to be involved with this.
My kids are already grown.
It doesn't matter, bro.
So
Hey,
let me give you my feeling.
Hey.
Listen.
No. When you die, you're going to die a dad.
Yeah.
So you're always. I don't care how old your kids are, man. Don't start crying on me.
Oh no, I'm not even close to that.
I'm saying it's true.
I get going. For me to be part of something like that, like say I want them to help out, I think it's a great cause. Just personally, I wouldn't right now because I have. Let me explain, okay? He started a program like that. My father would have started a program like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my father would ignore his own family to take care of strangers.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make sure that I'm good with my kids and that I've righted all of my wrongs before I mentor somebody else's kids.
Well, sure.
I have to take care of my own and make sure that I'm on the good space before I go and do that. And I think a lot of people do that. They go and they want to go. They're like, I've made so many mistakes with my own family.
Yeah.
Let me go do this.
Yeah.
And they start mentoring. And what really happens?
To try to compensate.
To compensate. And instead, go back to your own family and right those wrongs, because what happens is your family gets resentment. They're like, wait a minute, you're such a piece of shit to me growing up, and look how nice you are to these people. And they're like, I'm just trying to be a good
Rex,
person now.
you know who needs to be reminded of that? Me.
Yeah, because your family sees you giving to everybody else and not to your own family.
You know who is always telling me that is Sherilyn. And I'm like, Jesus, I mean,
my father would give his shirt off the back to a complete fucking stranger, and he would beat me and my brother to a pulp.
wow.
It's just, but that's the extreme. I'm just saying it's just.
Yeah.
When you watch people in your family give to everybody else and you need them so much in your life and they're, and that's what it is just trying to make up for their wrongs that they did. Don't make up those wrongs with the wrong people. Make up those wrongs with your people. Go back to them. Apologize to them.
That's a quote.
I've done that to my kids.
That's a quote.
We need to stop being the year of me and turn it into the year of we.
Beautiful.
Right?
Damn, fella.
What?
Can I say something?
What?
You are you're someone who in many ways is someone who kicks up a lot of controversy. You've got a lot of things to say. You've got you've got some enemies.
My views have changed throughout the years. I was a strong Tea Party guy. My views changed. My views have changed throughout life.
People either
grow.
No. What I'm saying is, people here in Central Vermont, if they either like you or they don't like you.
Yeah.
There's really, with you,
and I respect both of those.
There's not a lot
because I've earned both of those titles.
So you have.
I've earned a title. I've earned the title of a shitbag.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm trying to earn the title of a good person.
You've got some I don't want to say haters, but you've got some folks out there that are just not big fans of you. You're extremely outspoken.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
100%.
But you have once we get,
and I don't want to say I don't care because I do. I'm one of those people. I want everybody to like me. I have to get over that whole it bothers me when people don't like me kind of thing. Like, I caught myself going out of my way to try to get people to like me before, and I was like, wait a minute, no.
That is a disease that I have had.
Since you're a little kid.
Well,
Because
no,
you're always
no.
going to your parents. You're trying to get that.
No,
You want them to.
that disease really festered itself when I was on the air at Froggy 100.9 for 16 years.
Right.
It's
That's probably why I didn't do this or anything else until I got older. I would be arguing all day with the comment section.
liking to be liked. And
Yeah.
I've just gotten to the point where, and so many people have known me for so long where I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you don't like me. I just don't.
But you
it
do.
doesn't, I'm really getting,
It
Rex,
gets
I'm
deep
making,
inside of you.
I'm making some strides, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'm making,
That's all we could do.
I'm making
every
great
day.
progress. The older you get, the more things change. Your
You
priorities
want me to say a
change.
stupid comment just so that we can see the comment section blow up?
Please.
And then you can spend the next week fucking spinning on it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna.
But here's the thing, though. You're as much as you're a shitbag, a bully, all of these things. And first of all, I know people have referred to you as a bully. Let me tell you, the last person. Let me say this. I'm going to look right into the goddamn camera. The last person I would ever be a friend of would be someone who makes it a point to be a bully to others. You don't bully. You have very strong opinions.
I 100. Okay, so back in the day, like high school and stuff, I was.
You were.
I absolutely.
You were, and
I don't want to make.
I've heard stories.
I don't want to make excuses of that. But what people
I've
didn't
heard
see
stories.
was
You were a
my-
shitbag in high school.
100%. I was getting beat by my father.
I want to get up right now and bitch slap you
Yeah.
for some of the shit that I've heard about you in high school.
Yeah,
You were a fuck.
I was. I was a little guy. I was scared. 100%. I wanted people to like me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be at home.
But I
ran away from home.
you're a very, once people get to know the softer side of Rex Thompson, you're a very, you have a whole nother thing going on. You're a dad, a husband. You're someone who has relatable struggles just like everyone else does. You have been so unbelievably transparent on the air here. It's like incredibly
Well,
transparent.
if you're gonna be on the air, you might as well be. Look at all the guys like the
Jesus.
Stolen Valor guys that are coming out from the Sean Ryan show. All those people. You got Tim Kennedy, McPhee. You got Sean Ryan and that CIA agent lady now.
Yeah.
Coming to find out, they're all shit bags, and it was just I don't know, man. It was.
You're an
So I want to be super transparent. Nobody's going to be like, I got dirt on you. No, you don't. I'll put it right out there. Here's
I
all
know
the dirt.
that.
Here it is,
God,
man. You
I
got
know.
nothing. I am the worst person to blackmail. Like, you could never blackmail me. There's
and
no
people have
blackmail.
tried. People have tried.
No, they haven't. There's no like I
They
will.
haven't?
No, dude. They're like, you try to blackmail me, I'll post it on Facebook before you can. What are you gonna get out of me?
Good for
like,
you.
I have a past. I wasn't always good. I
Yeah.
tried to do the right things. I felt like I tried to do the right things, but it's
Yeah.
easy to do the wrong things. And so, absolutely, did I take the easy path a few times? I did, and I fucking paid for it.
Yeah.
I paid for it. I almost paid for it with my life.
But you're an insightful dude. You have there's this other side of you. I mean, your poetry alone is absolutely amazing. You know what you are? You're that goddamn singer-songwriter that is so talented that no one knows about until you're a closet poet. Your poetry is absolutely outstanding.
My poetry
is-
scares me.
Your poetry puts the hair up on my arms.
So
and you better, I'm telling you right now, I'm pointing at you. Lily says, Dad, don't point. But I'm pointing at you. You need to write a damn book. You need to put a poetry book together.
yeah, I don't know, man. That's those poems come from a really dark place.
I understand that. And and that's okay. but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't like to be in them places.
I
but
understand.
That's
But-
what brings me out of them
but
is
what
just
you-
getting it out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what you do, you capture it, you put it on paper, and then you leave it alone. But other people can relate so much to the words that you have written, buddy, are unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I appreciate that, man. I never looked at that. It was more of a to help me get out of that dark place.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Like
I
I had to just
Understand.
get it out there.
Understand. Just a quick ding here for the American Legion Veterans Dinner that they had last night over
Nice.
at Post 10 is amazing. They
Good
did
guys.
a,
I used to belong there.
they did a great job. They every now, I think once a month, they do a big veterans dinner. Veterans eat free. Everyone else is like whatever, $10-15. It's just, they did a great
that's
job.
awesome.
I have a little bit of a dilemma that, and
What's that?
I look to you, dare I say, as a mentor. And some people,
I never in a million years would ever think anybody was a mentor, that I would be a mentor to anybody.
I know.
But
Here's the thing, and I know there's plenty of people right now that are watching and listening going, JD, have you fallen and hit your head? My God, seriously, you look to Rex Thompson as a mentor? Are you fucking batshit? I do, though, because you have off the air and even on the air, you have some really insightful stuff. Here's my dilemma.
it's from my own experiences.
Here's my dilemma. And this is, for many people, this is like not a big deal. And people are going to hear what I'm about to say, and they're going to be like, yeah, JD, come on, get your shit together. Are you serious? Pull your head out of your ass. You're making mountains out of molehills. Here's the thing. Last night, I'm sitting on the patio. Lily comes out. Thank God, at 10 years old, she still likes to dress up.
Awesome.
It's that little girl. She put on this beautiful princess gown, Cinderella. She put the what do you call it? The thing in the hair there. It starts with a T. Shit. Tiara. She puts the tiara in the hair.
Yeah.
She's got the sparkly shoes on. She puts the makeup on, the whole 9 yards.
Perfect.
I didn't know she was doing this. I'm sitting out in the patio. I'm head deep into my calendar. I'm figuring shit out and stuff. All of a sudden, there she is in front of me. Took my breath away. I'm looking at this 30-something-year-old beautiful woman in front of me. I'm like, oh, my God, that's my daughter. Oh, my God.
Yeah, my daughter wasn't a big princess. She wanted to fight. She wanted to wrestle. She wanted to work out. She wanted to do everything Dad did. My daughter was like stuck to me. We were best friends until she found boys.
Well, she's yeah, right. Oh God,
Bro, and it was just like one day, like all of a sudden,
oh no,
the little boys were more interesting than Dad.
oh.
So one of her first boyfriends. Check this out.
I'm shutting your microphone off. I can't hear this. Go ahead.
So I was as you know, I was in a motorcycle club, and I did the old dad thing to go meet the boyfriend. They were over at Playground 2000, and me and my wife were out, and I had all my colors. I was on my Harley, and I rolled up on that kid with my daughter, and I put the fear of God in him. He broke up with my daughter, was so mad that I went over there because that kid thought I was the coolest fucking guy in the world on my Harley with my colors. He graduated from high school, bought a Harley Davidson. It absolutely backfired.
My God.
Oh, but then I got into that. Then you realize having a daughter, like when you start threatening boyfriends, all that does is create problems between you and your daughter. So it's a fine line that you have to walk in order to have a relationship with your daughter.
Well, she says to me, Dad, I'm in 5th grade now. And I'm like, I know that, honey. You're 3 days in. And she said, you know what this means? And I said, I don't. And she says, it means that I'm going to be slow dancing at the dances.
That's fine, as long as you get 2 arms in between you.
And then, and I looked up at her, and she's like, she goes, I'm just going to be at the dance. I'm going to be at the dances. And the word slow was gone now. And I was like, ooh, look, she's backpedaling hard. And
She likes a boy.
I almost said, wait a second. I heard you.
Keep her away from that Albert guy.
Oh, Albert.
You keep him away.
They're in the same class.
They're
in the same class.
Beat up Albert. You stay away from Lily, you little stud.
And I'm just like,
Albert's in her class, got a mohawk. He's
I know
a
he
bad
does.
little dude, man.
yeah,
But we can't get him because the problem is he wants to be a fighter. So we can't have girls involved. They take up too much time. You can't have girlfriends if you're going to be a professional fighter. If you want to be a world champ, that's just the way it is. You're either getting a world champ or you're getting a girlfriend. You can't have both.
So I almost said, wait, well, you said slow. But I tapped my brakes. I'm like, don't go there. Don't pay any attention to that. But you did hear what she said. And she's like, oh, backpedaling hard. I mean, not like,
Good thing Dad's the chaperone.
And then she even went like this. She's like, dancing, Dad. And she kind of did this a little bit. And I was like, you mean this?
I love dancing. I'm actually a pretty good dancer. I used to break dance in high school.
I have seen, for the record, I have seen you dance after at least a half a bottle of Jameson.
Oh, yeah, that's not a good dancing.
That's
how I met my wife. I am dead serious. It was...
Jesus.
She was... dude, I used to walk up to girls in any club. I don't care what state I was in, what city, and I'd be like, you want to dance? And they're like, oh, my God, nobody. I've been standing here all night. Nobody wanted to dance because people would be so intimidated. And I was like, the fuck, man? You only live once. Go out and have a good time. That was one thing I enjoyed about the Army. You could be whoever you wanted to be. It was nice to get out of the little town and be able to be yourself. And so I brought that back when I came back to Vermont. I was no longer a inhibited kid when I came back here. And that's how I met my wife. She, my best friend, she had been dating my best friend, Jimmy.
Yep.
And they broke up. I'm not going to get into all that horse manure. But they broke up. And I had just gotten out of the Army. And I remember me and Jimmy, we had gone up here to the strip club. The bouncers were coming in because we had caused problems in there. And it was probably about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we had started drinking because we got out of work at 3. And we're in there drinking. And I remember telling Jimmy, I said, Jimmy, the bouncers are coming in from Billy Bob's. I was like, we are in trouble. We're about to get beat up. And he says to me, he goes, there ain't enough of them. I was like... And I watched them pile in. And I just remember they came over and it started. They said... you guys are cut off. And Jimmy went to grab his beer, and he looked at me and goes, fuck you.
Oh,
and that
boy.
bouncer tackled him off. There was about 10 of them inside of there, and we started fighting. There's no way. They got us out here. They threw Jimmy on the ground into the snowbank, and they were putting the boots to him. They threw me on the ground. I bounced right up. I had probably 3-4 of them. They get one guy around my neck. He's punching me all the way up out of that stripper club down there on Main Street. They bounced me on the sidewalk. I bounced right back up like a basketball. Now I have all of them in front of me. I said, we're going to fight. So they back down into there. Leave us alone. Wake Jimmy up because he's unconscious. He's mad.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm coming back later. They're getting it. I was like, I'm not doing this, man. So we go down to the other bar down here, Sharky's or whatever it was called at the time. And he goes in there, starts arguing with Brenda. And he's like, you leaving with me? I said, absolutely not. I'm not leaving with you. I said, I'm going to dance with this girl. So I start dancing with the girl, and we had a great time. We just hit it off. We danced all night long. And I remember I called Jimmy the next day. I was like, hey, bro. I said, that girl, your ex-girlfriend, we really hit it off, and I really enjoyed dancing with her, and I'd like to go out on another date. He got really mad. He was like, "That's my ex-girl. I don't want you to date her. How would you feel about me dating your ex-wife?" I was like, "Go for it, man. There's a reason why she's my ex-wife." So, lo and behold, Jimmy got super angry. He ended up joining the Army, going to Iraq and everything else. We didn't talk for... He was my best friend. We grew up forever, and I couldn't believe it that we were fighting over a girl, and it really pissed me off. So I saw him at Charlie O's right before he left, and he threatened to fight with me, and I was like, "I'll beat your ass in the parking lot, man." I said, "What are you talking about? We're best friends. This is a girl." So he joined the Army. He left. He was angry. Probably 5, 6, 7 years later, we made up. We were good friends again, and he showed up at my house. And I remember my kids were little, and I was like, "Hey, kids, come out of your bedrooms." I said, "I want you to meet the guy that was almost your father."
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, he was so embarrassed. We're still best friends to this day. His ma just died not too long ago, so... Yeah, he lives down in Georgia. We grew up together. When I was homeless, he let me sleep on his couch and shit.
Isn't that amazing?
So yeah, that's how I met my wife. Was through it was my best friend's girl. And it was nothing malicious. They were broke up. Jimmy was a shitbag. Jimmy went through like 6 or 7 marriages. He knew what he did to her, and he realized it. After like his 4th or 5th marriage, he called me and realized he was the problem and not her.
Shifting gears here.
Yeah.
Tammy Dupree.
Okay. Oh, yes. Tammy Dupree Pregent?
Don't know.
Okay.
Just posted something saying the powers to be need to do more drug raids in the complexes. Did you see the security camera footage of what went down up at Highgate?
No, I don't even care.
No, I want you to see this, and obviously we need to get somebody signed up for some jiu-jitsu lessons. But I want you to see this. Okay, this is up at Highgate. Here we go.
We're gonna get BC. Tommy, call BCPD. Get them up here.
Get
Now.
them up
Get them up here.
now. Come here. Come here.
Call 'em. Come here. I have a gun. Get up. I'm gonna load my gun.
I've got a situation.
Junkies next door, 115, Highgate Apartments. Get up here quick. No, we need somebody up here now.
Hey, I can hear you.
Fuck off. Hurry. Hey, come on.
Riley.
Come on.
Riley.
Stop.
Riley.
Stop.
Riley.
Get a fucking officer up here. Do your fucking job. Apartment 115, Highgate Apartment.
All right, Philly. Really, bro? For real?
Nobody's dragging me out of my house.
He wasn't dragged out of his house.
I thought he was standing in the door, and a red guy in the red pulled him out.
No, he was on the.
It's okay. Let's talk real.
Hold on.
I don't even understand the situation. I don't know what's going on. It looks like a fight to me. Okay.
Yeah.
2 dummies are fighting over something. Whatever.
Drugs.
Okay. Yep. But people fight over stupid shit all the time. So what are the cops going to do? They come. Are they going to come? Okay, let's say the cops come. They take those 2 guys. They arrest them. Then what? Guess what? 2 new guys from Springfield are going to move in the very next day. You could raid that place every single day. The cops have laws that they have to go by. The cops are fighting a war with 2 hands tied behind our back. Yeah. And it's the same thing that we did when we were in the military. You know, you had rules of engagement.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, could get you fucked sometime. But, I mean, Community. Where's our community? Why is it? Stop calling for the cops. Call your community. You imagine if 5 grown men went up and just beat the brakes off those 2 guys and said, get the fuck out of here. We are not the cops. We are not. Let's start bringing our community together. How about our community protects our community? The cops can only do so much. Stop blaming them. They're not. We have laws. We've created so many laws. You know why the cops can't do anything? Because we've asked the government so many times to fucking protect us. You've asked the government to get involved instead of taking care of problems ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
I mean, Highgate's got its problems, but so does Green Acres.
So does Green Acres. Have you seen
the videos of what's going on up at Green Acres?
Anytime you put a bunch of people in a small area, you're going to have problems. There's no way around it.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
I don't know. I don't know where community is. I don't know where the community. Why don't the people at Highgate make a fucking neighborhood watch? You know how easy that is? Start patrolling with a video camera. Go in groups. Confront these people. When you see drug dealers, neighborhood watch, it's really easy. Hey, what are you doing? Remember that guy? He got rid of prostitution in his neighborhood because all he did was walk around with a video camera and start videotaping the Johns and putting their face out there. Trust me, you have a lot more power as a community than you think. Stop begging the government to fix your problems. They are the worst person to ask for to fix your problems. You want to ask somebody how to fix your problems with the fighting and stuff like that? Talk to Freddie LePan. Talk to Lucas John. Talk to Mike and Susie. They can help you develop a neighborhood watch. They can help you train yourself so that you're not getting hurt from these people. I'm not saying going out and being a vigilante and beating people up. You don't have to do that. But if you have 5, 6 people with phones, they have no problem videotaping anything that's going on. Start confronting these people. It doesn't take much. Take your video. Every time there's somebody over there, send the neighborhood watch over. Say, hey, these people, what are you doing in this apartment? Why are you showing up here every single day? Start questioning these people. Make it uncomfortable for the drug dealers to live there. Make it uncomfortable. You can do that as a community, legally. The cops are bound by laws, a cop can't go up. You know what I found out? So a cop, just because you see people going in and out of a house, that is not enough evidence to start harassing them. That a cop can't sit outside of in the state of Vermont. The cops cannot sit outside of a drug dealer's house because they say that's harassment. But you know who can? I can. I can sit right out there with a fucking camera. I can sit right out there. I can question every single person going in. If I know there's an apartment that's dealing drugs and it's in where I'm living, dude, I did this when I lived on Summer Street. Bychus was down there. Bychus came over to my fucking driveway and tried to sell heroin out of my driveway. I went out and grabbed a hold of that 90-pound little fuck, and I said, if you ever come into my driveway again, I'll make sure you never walk these streets again. And it was probably a couple months later that the drug dealers came up. They killed him. They buried him over in Berkshire. But legally, we have ways. There's lots of ways in the community. If you need ideas, if you want to do a community thing, and I'm sure Lucas would open up his gym for you guys to have a meeting. I'm sure Mike and Susie, Freddie LePan is right in Barrie. All those guys would be more than willing to help our communities.
Before we close out and skip out this morning, and I know we could talk forever about this.
Yeah.
But I want to. I've got a guest another guest who's going to be coming in here shortly. But before we scoot, today is Friday.
Yes.
This coming Tuesday, September 2nd, the day after Monday, Memorial Day, is the deadline for the 143 Main Street Initiative, the old J.J. Newberry building right here.
I don't know a lot about it.
The owners, Jeff Jacobs and...
I kind of get the gist of everything. They're trying to raise money to buy it.
They're trying to raise money to buy it so the city can take possession of it.
I want that guy, whoever's raising that money, I want that guy to work for me. I don't know how the fuck he raised almost $1 million in Barrie City. How do you do that?
Barrie Area Development has been campaigning and petitioning the community to donate to come up with $850,000, which is the price that's been lowered at least once on that property, so that we can get it.
Yep.
Right now, it's just about right around $750,000. We need $850,000 by the deadline on Tuesday.
I can't help.
Today's
you, man.
Friday. I'm not saying
I'm
that.
barely making it to work. Like once I got injured, that fucked my whole thing up, man.
But do you think that we're going to come up with $100,000 between now and Tuesday?
Dude, I am not doubting that guy. I don't know how the fuck he raised $750,000. If he can raise $750,000, I don't know, man. I bet he can.
Well, that was done organically. That's Steve McKenzie, man.
Nice.
He's the former city manager who is now the head of the Barrie Area Development. Great guy. He's been on the air here several times. So is Nicholas Storelli Castro, the city manager, to talk about this.
I would love to hire that guy to help us raise funds for.
They have been trying so hard, and they're $100,000 ish short. You
would think that the owners would take the $750 and then the other $100 on a payment? I mean, I would. Who the hell's buying property right now for $750,000 million? They're never going to sell it. There's not a lot of people around looking for those buildings. Matter of fact, houses that are over $400,000 are sitting on the market right now. They're not selling like they did during COVID. So right now, the real estate market, everybody says, "Oh, it's crashed." It isn't crashed. It's back to normal. Now you have normal rates and shit like that.
I said the other day, I've said a couple of times, that I wonder how you feel. I wouldn't be entirely surprised.
Is there a little dog back there?
If at the 11th hour, if somebody were to say, all right, what's the balance due? Here's a check. Let's acquire this property.
Sounds like a Tom Lozon move.
I didn't say those words.
That guy, well, you know what? Anybody can say whatever they want about that. That guy is the biggest philanthropist in Barrie City. He's helped so many people behind the scenes, and he takes no credit for it.
Would you be surprised if anyone in the 11th hour wrote a check for the balance and took care of it?
That would not surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me either.
No.
And I've been shamed a little bit for saying that publicly. JD, I can't believe you would say that. What are you?
No, but
what are you insinuating?
So I imagine there's a lot more than just Tom Lozon as far as philanthropist.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people don't know what Tom does around here. They just see, they're like, oh, one of his buildings burnt. Must be arson. Well, the guy owns half the city. If there's a fire in the city, it's probably owned by him.
Right.
But
right.
I don't want to get into his personal business because that's his personal business.
Yeah, of course.
But I know from experience, real life experience with Tom, what a good dude he is and what he does for people that don't have things. I'm just going to say he has bought businesses for people at super low interest rates just to make sure that they can get it done. And I have nothing bad to say about that guy.
I am hoping that there will be some good news here very shortly about
manifest it.
That building, man.
Manifest
because
it, man.
you and I both know it needs to be acquired by the city. It's got to be taken down. It's got to be repurposed.
Whatever.
It's got to be. That's a whole nother story. I know.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in here.
Are you kicking me out now?
I'm kicking you out, man.
I should probably go celebrate my anniversary.
Get the hell out of here.
So something positive. September 13th. Barrie Auditorium. Right now through Sunday, and I guess
what's the deal?
September 13th, we have the ISKA Small Glove Muay Thai title going to go on. We have Liam McNeil. We have McNeil versus Provost, and Andrew Provost was a multi-champion, amateur champion, heavyweight, all the way down to lightweight. He was a professional slap fighter on the Contender Series for Dana White. So him and Joe McNeil are going to fight the main event. Then we have Sergey Ushkovich going to fight Liam McNeil. So they're going to fight, and Yeah, we have a lot of exciting fights. We have Combat Fitness out of Burlington fighting. We have UFAI fighting. We have Johnny Peralt fighting from Granite City MMA. Johnny's Chris's little brother.
Chris's brother.
He's got a tough fight. He has a really, really tough fight out of Combat Fitness. Guy's a big Afghani wrestler, so it's going to come down to who's better at striking.
Bottom line, DonnyBrookFightPromotions.com.
Yeah, general admission tickets are on sale through Sunday for $25 right now.
Half price.
Half price. Yep. I also
Through Sunday?
Through Sunday. Yep.
Okay.
Sunday
Okay.
at midnight it shuts off. The other thing I'd like to do is, and if anybody has the contact information, is the family, the Nodes family.
Oh, yeah.
I am just so blown away by that. That is my dream right there.
I know.
That family and that they are so rich and they don't even know it.
9 kids.
Yeah.
That-
I would love
That's
to
the biggest
invite them.
gift
I
right
have a
there,
media
man.
Booth. I have a media booth for them and all their
I'll
kids
get
to
you.
sit up there.
Let's go up there and talk with
Yeah,
them.
absolutely. Just give them a break from their hard work.
Yeah, let's go.
So I would love
What
to
an
invite them.
amazing experience that was being up there.
Bro. So what blows my mind is how it took an out-of-state family
Yeah.
to show us Vermont values. That's what real Vermonters used to be.
Yes.
There's still some left. There really is. You got Loretta Matute Wilson. She's right there. You know that you got some of the old farmers. Who is the 90-year-old man from up the road? The Morrison Farm.
Yeah,
Those are the true Vermonters. But to see that young family bringing up those Vermont values, and
I know.
like that, that brought me back. I was like, fuck the government, fuck everybody. Just give me a farm and 9 kids. I'd
know.
be happy.
The music, the food, the volunteers, the Lions Club, Mark Tatro, the list goes
They
on.
were so nice. They were so appreciative.
Yeah.
And they're not. They've only lived in Vermont for 3 years.
Couple of years, yeah.
But did they just exemplify what Vermonters are?
I know. They
Like, you don't have
really
to be
did.
born here to be a Vermonter. They came here and
Well-
they were like,
well,
they're
Eric-
more Vermonters than a lot of people I know.
Eric even alluded to the fact that he was a Flatlander, and Mark Tatro walked up to the mic and was like, "Hang on a second, you're not a Flatlander, not now."
No, not at all. They were just a
A
beautiful,
400-acre
beautiful
farm right here, and they lost their barn in that horrible fire, and 200 animals inside, 9 kids, and the community rallied hard for them. Yeah.
Yeah, Lajeunesse Construction went up and built that stage so that Jamie Lee Thurston could be on there and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
That
Heartless
was-
and Donna Thunder and
yes,
Shane
Don,
McGrath.
all of them guys, man.
I know.
I was super impressed.
Dave
And I'm still
Keller.
blown away. I never thought that I would see that again in Vermont.
Yeah.
Like, my whole family grew up on the Bond Farm just up the road.
Yeah.
They were the blacksmiths up
But
there.
you did see it.
I did.
You did
and
see
it was
it.
awesome. I would really, that is my ultimate dream. That would have
Yeah.
been my dream life right
Yeah.
there. To work hard, you're surrounded by family. That's because when you're working hard for yourself, I love working on my own land.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than that.
I love you, pal. Thank you for
You
coming
too,
in
man.
here, man.
Absolutely. Looks like you got a couple cool
Donnie,
guests getting ready to come on.
yeah.
September 13th, Donnybrook Fight Promotions.
Yep.
Be there. I need to thank Taverge Heating and Plumbing there. Taverge Heating and Cooling. I'm sorry. Taverge Heating and Cooling. Alan Taverge, what a great dude. They're one of our sponsors. We have Tucker Seamless Gutters. We have Dave Sheridan, Vermont Clean and Green. And you're going to see all these guys, their names, Aired Out Podcast, The
Kidders.
Comfort Inn, Kidders Interior. You're going to see all these guys. You're going to see them on our cage floor. And you'll see them. I've been doing my lives. So I try to do a live now. We'll do them like around 9:30 every day. So keep on to Donnybrook and follow along because we got specials deals. Also check out our online store where you can get all your fighter gear, your Johnny Peralt, Johnny the Jackhammer Peralt, your
Sweatshirts, hats,
championship.
T-shirts, all
Yeah,
that.
they'll be there in about a week. You order them online and they come right to your doorstep.
All right. Good stuff, buddy. Love you.
Thanks, man. Love you too.
Over and out.
All right, take care.
And happy anniversary to you and Brenda.